Hello, Brian.
Yeah, they took to the streets to celebrate victory against fascism and Nazism. Same thing. Took to the streets when they were actually trying to fight for our freedom. And they actually did take to the streets in the Depression to get food.
In terms of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, though, she was trying to, cheer on her supporters. And I don't really think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. Being a millennial, though, I don't know if in 80 years, people were going to say that we're the greatest generation, There is something very special about talking to a World War II veteran.
Yeah.
Wherever it is. I have no idea where you are.
Great. Thank you so much, Brian Kilmeade. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
Molly
you.
Lyons in for Harris.
Ton of fresh water in its ice. It's got a lot of things that for the future will be useful. But I think tiny Denmark, little Denmark, is not going to give up its big keeping tabs on the Russians and on the Chinese. They do eat
dual citizenship. That would be great. Manifest Destiny Greenland.
They're developing
South
nations
America.
through their telecom equipment and cell phones.
that kind of cash.
You know what? 600 million in the United States is some walking around money. We'll give you more than that. You want some condos in Greenland?
Need the MGM Grand in D.C. Wouldn't be a bad investment, really.
Thank you, Chris Starwalt.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Love you much. You too, Katie and Jessica. We're back here Monday, noon. Melissa's in for Harris.
A Washington Free Beacon analysis shows Gillibrand could lose nearly $130,000 on the cost of the shirts alone. This as some Democrats are complaining about the rules, which includes having contributions from 130,000 unique donors and registering at 2% in 4 approved polls. A DNC spokesperson defending the criteria today. Marianne Williamson has the donors. She doesn't have the polling. Kirsten Gillibrand doesn't have the donors. Where do you see this playing out? I think it would make Gillibrand happen. It's just not happening.
No, and it was, and she, again, Al Franken, she was the first senator to call for him to resign. She said that Bill Clinton should have resigned during the Monica Lewinsky problem.
For a while.
No. I was Biden Beto.
I was excited for Hillary.
That was a lot of ours, Leslie, to say. Yeah. That wasn't a roaring, that was almost as bad as Dr. Jill Biden endorsing Joe Biden's candidacy, but I'm sure you'll make up for it at some point. As for us, thank you to Charles Payne for being here to explain everything to us. We're back here tomorrow, noon Eastern. Now, here's Shannon in for Harris.
No, I just got to pray for the folks in Florida, like Grandma and Grandpa Bedford, who are watching right now.
Are they staying?
Yeah, they are staying, as well as my great aunt and great uncle.
So sweet.
We'll be praying for them.
Yes, we will.
And everyone else.
And everyone else.
Too. Yep.
And everybody. It's been a great week, everybody. Be sure to catch Cat on our streaming service, Sincerely Cat. Monday, Labor Day, right now. Molly Lyons in for Harris.
I think that's the issue. I think that colleges have lost their way in terms of helping middle-class family in lowering tuition. They're sitting on endowments the size of hedge funds, Nicole.
I mean, absolutely. But the thing that we're wanting to focus on, too, so the people who maybe are borderline able to afford college, we want to make sure that we get them into college, and so they're forced, not so they don't have to go.
But
so,
stop with the bias.
So
There's a little accountability of the bias in what's being taught.
Well, does this higher education have value for the cost? And that's what we need to make sure. If they're paying so much for this degree, will it get them a job?
And state legislators are looking very closely at that.
David, final word.
Final word, there's going to be a big fight the next couple of years as populations go down on regional schools and the pressure that's going to be on regional schools and university to provide value.
Well, thank you to David Abella. And we are back here tomorrow, noon Eastern Time. Now here's Melissa in for Harris. Take it away, Melissa.
Democrat Party, they made themselves the face of the Democrat Party, and they're the ones driving this narrative and helping to split the party even further, or at least drag it even further left.
Kristen?
Yeah, you can know for certain that come next November, every Republican campaign ad that in years past might have featured Nancy Pelosi's face as vote for Republicans because otherwise Nancy Pelosi's going to be back in charge, you can guarantee it's not going to be Nancy Pelosi's face anymore because she's now sort of the moderating force in the party on Capitol Hill, that it's going to be the squad featured very prominently as Republicans try to take back.
I was reading a piece about that this weekend, that in districts you're seeing a lot of advertising already featuring the squad, and also Hillary Clinton is back. And you can hear that in the campaign.
Man,
amazing.
Back. By the way, you all got your mugs.
We did. We got our mugs.
David wasn't speaking to the abyss. Someone did bring us mugs.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks to David Webb and Kristen Solstice Anderson, of course, Jessica Tarlov. We're back here on the couch at noon Eastern tomorrow. Now, here's Harris.